G'day Cephalon Collective, Happy New Year and welcome back to the Week in Warframe news for the week ending 19th of January 2020. I am Cephalon Greg. Well, it was quite a break, and aside from a couple of minor announcements here and there, the holiday period was very quiet for Warframe news, so we held off from making videos. However, DE's team is back, and this week we had the first Devstream of 2020, which actually included 3 extra hours of festivities in celebration of hitting 1 million subscribers on Twitch. This is a massive achievement, and congratulations to the Warframe team! Anyway, let's check out the news, shall we? As mentioned, the team is back, and lots of hot fixes have hit PC. Many folks are saying Railjack is already improved as a result, and many are still grumbling. You can't please everyone, I suppose. Next, and definitely a cause for celebration, Empyrean is now live on Switch. I'm yet to check it out, but it's quite an achievement just squeezing it on there, so colour me impressed. On a different note, Twitch Prime members can grab a new booster pack. This one contains a 7-day affinity booster and a 7-day credit booster. Definitely worth grabbing if you've linked your accounts. DE has offered an in-game floof to support the bushfires in Australia. Links to places you can donate are in the show notes if you want to help out. Later in the week, Guy Cunningham, the voice behind Ticker and a fellow Australian, also recorded a video calling out for support for the bushfires, which was shown on the Devstream. And lastly, before we take a quick look at the big Devstream news, Operation Plaguestar is back on all platforms. You know you need some former, so grab a team and start battling a Hemocite, or 30. Okay, the Devstream. The team covered a lot here. They went over the survey that they ran over the holidays, as well as some feedback that they got, and I'm not going to talk about that here. For all of the info in depth, check out episode 79 of Cephalon Squared. A couple of brief points. There's new lore and new Prex cards coming to the Laverian soon. Cross-save is being worked on, but has a bunch of challenges, and Nightwave Series 3, which we now know is called The Glassmaker, is shaping up nicely. The team then went into a bit more detail as to how the Corpus rework is coming along, and this will include a bunch of new weapons and units, as well as some lore behind the history of the Corpus. We're excited about that, personally. Oh, and a Corpus mini mower is coming too, which was very cute. It's still a while out, but it sounds like fun, and should bring an update to Empyrean as well. There is also an update coming to a couple of Grineer mini-bosses. The ones that you encounter in the Grineer sabotage missions in the Void, Venkratel and Sprag. If you care about that kind of thing, I hope the rework includes new mechanics as well. They also showed off the infested Railjack plans. It was just some concepts at this stage. The plan is to have infested microplanets, which sounds and looks amazing. It'll be very different to the other environments in Railjack, so I'm excited to jump into this whenever it hits. Does look pretty far off though, so I'm expecting probably second half of this year. Up next, Pablo came out on screen to talk about a new Warframe he's been working on. It's a new female frame, tentatively named Odalisk. She's techie, and she looks a bit like Wisp with feet. Her abilities seem pretty cool, but we'll wait until they are more set in stone before we comment there. Apart from that, there was a hell of a lot more that was discussed, but these things seemed like the most important. The team is, of course, looking to improve the Lich system. They're still working on new war, looking at the damage system again, Melee 3.0, and more, but we'll keep you updated as more solid news comes to hand. Before we head off for another week, let's say thank you to our patrons. The people you see on screen are essentially our producers, and they keep the air conditioners running in the office. Thank you. That brings us up to date for this week, but if you want more detail, check out the latest episode of Cephalon Squared on your favourite podcast platform. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week for another week in Warframe.